During the summer of 2023, we moved to a remote Scottish Hebridean island to be its only two residents, along with our 2 pet sheep and pair of cats. These remote islands seem to retain an old-fashioned rhythm and a charm which we find encouraging us to live a more frugal and simple life, the way man was perhaps more intended to. We have an ancient stone cottage to restore, veggies to grow, livestock to build up, fish to catch and smoke, a boat to buy, and much more. Step back in time with us at the Scottish Isle. Right, I think we'll just take a couple of the smaller ones and take them down to get a load for the fire.
Do you think an explanation is needed for exactly what's gone on here since the last time I saw it? Because it's a bit devastated.
Yeah, she's gone. The owner came and chopped it all with the extra long chainsaw of his. So we've got to process all this. These, you can split them with a wedge, and there's chatter about getting a log splitter, so we can split them down with a wedge and then use the log splitter for the rest of it. But I think we should we'll fit a couple of those ones in the wheelbarrow and we can just take them down and get them with a grenade splitter to the cottage. You don't seem that enthusiastic.
No, it's not. These bits are fine. It's just how do we get these down there? It's like
You've got to chop them here.
These just need chainsawing down the middle. And he chainsawing down the middle, then he cutting into quarters and maybe even eighths, and then bringing down in the back of the trailer with a quad. There's just in my head, as you do, I'm just thinking of we can roll them down the hill, but we can't.
But the wedge should do it. The wedge, especially if you get it in a natural crack, right? It'll just. But they are full of knots.
Yeah, but that's not that. Look at the thickness of them. I mean, you can't see them, but they're about that thick.
It'll still do it.
It'll do it. It's the transportation of them down the hill that's the problem.
Yeah, we need the quad for that, I think. Shall I just roll a couple of these down to you? Yes?
You can just chuck them.
I'm just going to take a couple of smaller ones. Watch yourself.
No.
Did you say hang on?
No, I said no. I'm not moving. All right, I'll move.
It's all the way down the hill now.
Yeah, well, I'm not picking that one up.
Well, that's the one I selected for you.
That's a new wheelbarrow. Have you seen the dent you've put in this?
Should all be quite dry, this. And I know that cedar's no good for...
You're not going to get another one in there.
Are you going to pick that one up?
Well, this one down here?
Yeah.
And do what with it? What? Should I just carry it down there?
Really, we're only getting one in.
Look at the elevation going down the hill. Where is the other one going to sit?
Well, I'm taking this one. Heavens have opened.
Yeah, that'll work.
These are quite soft, so I'm hoping they'll split well.
Yeah, they might split well, but they're not going to burn well.
Well, everyone's worried about creosote and chimneys, but you have to sweep the chimneys. Got a new toy. You used one of these before.
Yeah, didn't we both use it on the last one that was here? As in the last stump that was over there. But that was...
Ages ago.
That stump was sodden.
You gonna do it or will I?
Oh, there's two of them. I'll do one, you do the other. Which one do you want to do?
This one. Hard work, this.
Is it?
Start to hear it cracking. Watch, this is where it doesn't work and it never comes out again.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah.
Ah,
You just want to do it on your own, don't you?
yeah.
Okay. Splitting, isn't it?
It's not working. That's never going to come out.
I know. You're just going to knock it all the way in. It's because it's too wet.
It's splitting. I can see it now.
Hang on. Where?
Here. The moisture coming out.
Oh.
There she goes.
I'm a bit frightened.
It's good fun, that. It's supposed to split it in more than two, though. I mean...
Oh, you had smell-o-vision. It smells lovely. Oh, creatures, hang on. Lots of them.
You can do the big one. We'll get this by axe.
Let's do it again.
It's right where a knot is. I mean, as well using a wedge.
Do you mean what? Hang on. Oh, how much easier it is having a chopping block right next to the back door. How are you going to use this tonight?
Yeah.
How are you going to dry it out first?
It's dry.
Is it?
Look at it.
A lot of
It's been sitting there since February.
A lot of moisture coming out of it. Come here.
Right. Let's give this a go. I can't even begin to think how many old bits of furniture Scott and I have paint stripped, sanded and refinished during our antiques years. It's all that craze that everyone went through painting furniture, because they were telling us that nobody was buying brown furniture anymore, but that was the opposite of what we found. Everyone was still buying it. might need a couple of coats. But we're going to end up sanding it anyway. This is just to get the worst of it off. Save the sandpaper. Wow, stubborn stuff. Where are we
It's been
going?
raining non-stop for 2 days, and it's just difficult, isn't it, to find jobs to do that we can do while it's raining. Because I need to get on the roof and do the chimneys. That is the most urgent thing to be doing right now. Have you seen this? Look, the sand underneath the soil.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When it rains heavy, it's all sand based. This.
Startled her for a wee sheep.
This is like the bridging over the wooden bridging over the burns. That is completely rotten and needs replacing. I can't handle it. I'm just getting eaten alive.
You gotta work quick in the West Highland Islands. Don't eat that, Shona. Jim, our stonemason friend, said
That's heavy.
the midges are literally the reason he started smoking. You should bring your pipe, Scott.
Who said that?
Jim. Right, what are you doing?
I'm replacing these planks.
Oh.
Just obviously before they get replaced, all this mud and all these nails need taking out. Oh man, it's never been this bad. Seriously.
Did you put smidge on?
No. Right, okay, I'm going to get smidged up. But before I do that, I just need to measure these.
You got your big tape, Alan?
You've got no bad idea how bad it is. You know, I'm laughing. I'm going to go in the cabin in a minute and cry. All right.
Can you hurry up?
Even Shona's like, what is going on? Okay, I've got the measurements for that. Are they eating you?
Well, I've got smidge on, but they're still going for me. Actually, I've got Avon Skin So Soft on, which works quite well.
So it's the same length.
Shona is assessing your measuring prowess, and as well as stuffing her face, which she's very good at.
That's going to be at least 26.
Can you think inside, please?
What am I hearing? I'm hearing like a creature. Stopped. Okay.
Run away!
Oh, I can't. They are nipping my ears like you wouldn't believe.
Shona, get in your stable, get away from the midges.
It is. I've
behind
never
your
known
lovely
it this
fly
bad.
screens. It's just stopped raining, that's why, isn't it? Come on, everyone.
Now we've got 2 wood piles, haven't we?
We do.
I'm hoping that I'm going to find what I need over here.
At least we're not going to be slipping on the decking.
That bit there's too thick, isn't it? Too thick?
Yeah, massively too thick.
There's nothing here the right width. It's all 15. And I need 22 and 26. That. That's a jig. That jig of mine is completely jigged. Do you know what I mean? It's jiggered, my jig. Take off. Right, that needs to be 26, and guess what? It's 26. And that needs to be 22, and it's 22 and 22.9. So accurate. Do you think it's my cutting, or do you think it's the measuring? Which do you think failed?
Measuring.
My measuring's second to none. Now, it wasn't that long ago you asked me to do this,
No,
was it?
not long.
That's quite good for me, isn't it? In fact, that's probably quite good for most men. When the other half says, can you fix this? 6 months later, can you fix, do you nearly fall over again?
Yeah, it's quite difficult holding this and walking and traversing this terrain.
I hope you're keeping everything in focus as well.
And focus on your lovely mug.
Exactly. Do you think these are screws, or do you think they're nails? Well, they're not coming out anytime soon.
That one's going to go as well, isn't it?
Yes. You ever get the feeling you're wasting your time?
It needs to be stone.
Yep. Well, it'll get it done for now. It's only for when the quad goes over it, isn't it? Got another nail here. Well, it's for the quad and more for the sheep, isn't it?
Yeah, so they don't hurt their legs, get caught in it and hurt their legs. Need to get some long nails. It's been like that since we arrived, you know. That'll last a couple of months.
Yeah, it will. Because it needs to be stone, like you say. There's no point in putting wood here. It's just going to rot. I'll get a couple of screws or nails and I'll...
Can you make it?
So it doesn't move.
Can you make it match the other ones, please?